Geez, the smile on your face, even you started to crack it about 5 minutes before the siren, sensational.
Yeah, it was obviously a big day for the club. You know, we lost last year. They're always hard to take, losses in grand finals, and I feel like losses by a small margin are even harder to take because there's so many what-ifs and maybes. But the group's found a way to learn from what happened last year. I thought we got so many moments right today, and we've shown a lot of resilience throughout the season, and somehow or other we've lifted the cup today.
Have you got any idea whether Joe's going to go ahead next year?
I've just been asked that question before. I wasn't actually aware that there was some reports on that, so I've no idea. I've got to talk to him and find out.
I know Lachie Neale wanted to get back on the ground and get his possessions up for the Norm Smith, but Will Ashcroft, sensational father and son.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we really wish we had him in last year's grand final. He may well have made a difference, but for him to step up like that, totally awesome.
Hey, Fakes, they're just coming in now. How do you feel, mate? The boys coming in.
Oh, just proud of those lads. They're a good bunch of boys.
Go and sing a song. Back hits. Lachie, can we get a couple of questions, buddy? How's that? Smothered in beer, sang the song, it's hanging around your neck, the premiership medal. Unbelievable, buddy.
Unbelievable, mate. Yeah, so good. Can't believe it.
The fact that you were hobbling around too, a little bit of doubt with your heel, moon boot, the whole thing. So that must have given you a couple of sleepless nights.
No, I've been doing that for a while, so in no doubt. I felt fine. Something popped late, but yeah, for the last sort of 8 weeks, I've been doing the same routine. You guys just didn't pick up on it till the last couple of weeks.
And redemption, you know, you're lucky enough to get another chance to have another crack to win it. So good after last year.
Yeah, the resilience in this group, proud is an understatement. From where we came from, losing last year and then the start of this year to now, it's unbelievable.
The coach, Fakes, like 63 and just an old timer, but right in the mix of it, he's turned into a teenager.
Yeah, I know. He's a little boy at heart, Fakes, but he's a ripper. We love him so much.
And speaking of one young bloke who won the Norm Smith, an Ashcroft father and son ingredient at the club, sensational for him.
Oh, so good. From coming off an ACL to winning a Norm Smith, it's an incredible story. I think next year he's taken over my crown as the #1 mid. He's a superstar.
Well done, Lachie.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Hey Zorks, how's that, mate? The 3 litres up there, you held the cup up. Tremendous honour for you.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, Fakes told me after that I was going to get the opportunity to go up there, and I didn't really want to, but yeah, myself, Ryan Lester, Harris Andrews have been such a massive part of rebuilding this club from what it was in 2015, 2016. So for them to honour that and get me up there was pretty special.
Yeah, you take that. That's a massive badge for you. Such an emotional game, but to be accepted by your mob like that, tremendous.
Yeah, definitely. It was a tremendous game. Early on, we had our moments where we were probably just playing a little bit too fast and fueling their offence, which, you know, they got the first 2 goals of the game. But I was very confident with the preparation that we had this week. Yeah, we weren't going to let this slip.
Geez, I reckon you were stiff with the 50.
Yeah, of course I was, mate. You know that. We all know that.
Yeah. Hey, you're Norm Smith medalist, a young kid that backed up in the mids as well. You had stars all over the joint. The start was good in the second quarter and was done by half-time.
Yeah, that's right. I thought Will was amazing. Hugh McCluggage, I think he ended up getting sat on because he started so hot. So there's firepower everywhere in this team, and we knew if they did do a couple of lockdown roles, we'd be able to work our way through it. They've done it all year, and we've still been able to find a way. So I thought today, I asked the boys before the game, just give me a 7 out of 10 again, and they all gave me 9s.
Hey, one last one. To get the chance to actually get the flag, it's a bit of luck.
So much luck's got to go into it. We didn't have any luck to start the season, and I really feel for those boys that have had ACLs this year that were an integral part of our team for so many years. So throw Oscar McInerney in that. I really hope we can find a premiership medallion for him, because his efforts this year, I mean, he never gets talked about in the All-Australian, but he's so important for us in so many games he won off his own bat this year. So my heart goes out to him, but this group's just incredible.
Go and have a couple more.
I will, mate. Thanks, mate.
Just a couple of questions, Oscar. Heartbreak. Unbelievable, your emotion and the fact that you backed your mates today down on the green stuff. I know it was hard, but how did the day go for you?
I learned I'm a nervous watcher, that's for sure. Don't think I could do that for much longer, but I've loved every minute of it, to be honest. They're throwing around heartbreak and that, but it takes a squad. There's so many hard luck stories with Lincoln McCarthy, Darcy Gardner. They're the ones that you really feel for. They've really built this club over the last 8 years. So yeah, we would enjoy the celebration because it's a special bond we have with the Lifts to 47.
What about the bloke that replaced you? You were looking at each other, you eyeballed each other, and then you gave each other a hug. Geez, what a statement.
Mate, he's too good. Every second week I'll wait for the tap on the shoulder to say we're going with 40, because he's an absolute star, and I think we've uncovered that today, and I think people are going to work that out. So, thanks. Hopefully you can go the 2-pronger next year. I might be starting in the VFL.
Shoulder, how is it?
I think I popped it out celebrating again, so it's a bit... just spoke to the physios. We're going to strap it up for the next 3 days and try and keep it in its place, because we're not going to be going home too much.
What do you feel of this mob? Honestly, how are the emotions running now?
Mate, I'm electric, to be honest. Like, as unfortunate it was, I knew straight away last week that it's not meant to come out, so that was me done. So had the week to prepare. To be honest, if you told me 8 years ago I was going to be in a club for this long, I would have said I've pulled the wool over your eyes. So to be a part of this special thing still means the world to me, and it doesn't change either way.
Hey Oscar, you're a special bloke. That's why you're in this side. You're accepted by your mob. Well done.
Nah, it's a special group. Enjoy the night.
We just spoke to the Big O. The fact that it's such an emotional time for you two blokes, but you share something special for the rest of your life now.
Was absolutely gutted for him on Sunday when he wouldn't be able to get up for this game. But credit to him, he's the most selfless bloke on this team. His first thought after that was getting everyone else up, making sure everyone else was up and about for this game. And, hurting that he's not here with a medal around his neck. But I mean,
what advice did he give you? Did he give you any?
Yeah, heaps. He was sitting down on the bench and pumped me up every time. Just told me sort of back myself in and back my strengths, and he was just trying to give me heaps when he was on the bench.
You're an emotional bloke. I know you gave each other a hug and you eyeballed each other your first degree out in the green stuff. Did a tear or emotions overrun?
I was a bit overwhelmed, but as I said, he deserves this more than anyone. We'll have to get one for him next year.
Can you believe it? Ex-Cat, you're there, you're backing up, you're in the VFL, and all of a sudden you're out tapping around in the mids.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. it's a lot of credit to the people who've been involved on the journey. Lots of great football clubs, lots of great people who helped me out and kept me level. My partner Jazz puts up with me a fair bit, and yeah, like the guys who didn't play this year, they bring a lot of joy to me playing VFL at training, so it makes it a lot easier.
I reckon you owe the big O a few beers.
I think so, mate.
Callum, you've had an unbelievable final series. Can you believe how this game unfolded, not only for the Brisbane Lions, but yourself, especially in the early going?
Mate, I coming into the game, I was just sort of daydreaming a little bit about the little moments of the game, and I didn't picture it to pan out like that. That was really special.
Over 100,000 in the joint. A little nervous start really with that Nordley, but once you settle down, you put it to bed.
Yeah, we probably played our best game all year, really. Just tough, and just super proud of the boys the way they went about it. And I think this year we came from all angles. We sort of came from behind. We were in front, stayed in front. So we sort of had exposure to so many situations, and we're able to pull it off on the big stage.
How did Fakes keep a lid on it at half time? Because it was done really. It was one for you to lose, so you had to go out there and really consolidate in that third term.
Yeah, Fakes just kept really calm, and yeah, we knew that there was a job to get done in the second half. Sydney are a good team, and they've come back before, so yeah, he was one of the main reasons the boys were so calm coming in the third quarter, and yeah, we got it done.
You doubled their score, you win by 10 goals. When did you know that you could start celebrating, rub your hands together?
Look, probably 15, 20 minutes into the fourth. I think I saw the bench celebrating, and I was like, okay, I'm celebrating now, and just went and told the boys how much I loved them, and yeah, I'll remember this forever.
I'll tell you what, a lot of people love you. On your performance, well done.
Thanks, mate.
Hey, Kai, can I go?
Yeah.
I'm good, buddy. Yourself?
Yeah, good.
I saw you come off when you knew it was done and dusted and give Fakes a kiss on the forehead. He didn't even flinch.
Yeah, he just expects that sort of weird stuff from me. Yeah, I'm pretty random at times, so I think he knows that.
Good start. You got off to a good start yourself.
Yeah, I just rolled with the punches, come on and try to make an impact, and build it off pressure, and lucky enough to get a couple snags, which was nice. But yeah, get the boys going with some energy, which was nice.
First grand final, it's the Roar and a big occasion. You didn't seem to get overawed. You took it in your stride.
Yeah, I love these big games. I love the big moments. Last week was hard, missing a few goals. I thought it cost us there, but you know, I love the big moments. I love the big crowds. I come to these sort of games as a kid, Anzac Day, watch Joe Danaher and these sort of blokes, and now to live out that and play those sort of games is very, very cool.
And it can only go up for the club because you get a chance to actually redeem yourself with this one, but you sort of, I reckon the mob sort of understands what's required during the season, but once you get to September, you can turn it on.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter how you get there, is it? As long as you're in the fight, and yeah, we got here, and a lot of people wrote us off, but we stuck to what we know, and we trusted what we had in the four walls, and we got here, and we performed.
They're only words. Give us an idea of the trust and what you know. Give us something that we can hang our hat on with the way you went about it.
Full credit to Fakes and the coaching staff. They were super positive and backed us in, and credit to the boys as well. Everyone giving themselves to the team. I think that's what really happened and turned it for us. Everyone playing a selfless role, and we're a very talented group, but we're a very hard-working group as well.
And you're only a youngster, so you'll probably have a couple, wouldn't you?
Beers? Yeah. Tonight? Oh, yeah, bloody oath. Have a couple, but we'll try to keep a lid on it.
Oh, there's no way you're keeping a lid on it.
We'll see how we go.
Yeah. Well done.
Thank you very much. Cheers, mate.
How's that, mate? Another win. Big win, too, on the dance. It's an incredible feeling for you. Full pack MCG, and it's finally there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty unreal. Let it all sink in.
Got a couple of touches early, I thought, settled you across half-back. It's nice to get to Sharon just to settle the nerves.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice to get a few early ones and get yourself on the board, and they're few and far between for me sometimes, so it's nice to get a few early ones.
So what was your role? What did Fakes say that you had to complete today?
I'll just go everywhere with Papley, try and limit his influence. Obviously, he's a big energiser for him, so it'd be important to take him out of the game.
He was limping around after half-time. I don't know how bad his ankle was, but did you sense that?
Yeah, well, probably watching his last couple of games, it probably didn't look 100%, so I knew the only way to sort of do it was to test him out, and that's make him run both ways is how you do that. He
got a fair snag, and he was in everyone's face, but the only way to do that and turn that around is to knock him over.
Yeah. So you sort of know that's going to come, and you sort of tip your hat sometimes. They kick some pretty good goals, and it's important to move on, and I try not to buy into all the biff and all that. That sort of can come back to bite you pretty quick when you play my position, so try and stay composed.
So big finals usually rely on big men to kick goals, and in the mids, they're so obviously the thing that actually gets everything going, but you've got to rely on your back six. You must be so happy to be playing down there in such a defence.
Yeah, everyone had their moments today in the back six, and super proud of everyone. We've had a lot of numbers roll through there this year, and so the back six is sort of a more closer knit group. Not many guys go through there. It's sort of the forwards and mids do their own thing, but it's in saying that they made our job incredibly much easier today. They were outstanding.
I tell you what, you've got to have leaders on every line, but to have a skipper in the middle, but also a captain at centre half back, geez, it must be a cool thing to have.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're unbelievable the way those two go about it. But I think it's also we've got a lot of leaders out there now, a lot of guys that can step up in those big moments and sort of take control and settle the nerves and all that sort of stuff. So we're not just relying on those two to get it done. Yeah,
and totally illustrated by sticking Zorko to hold the cup up, being an ex-captain, ex-leader. It was a nice touch by Fakes.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, he's been here for a long time and been through some pretty dark days, Zorko, and that's incredibly happy for him. Obviously, he's not got many left in him, so it's awesome to see him get that sort of reward, and he's sort of been here the whole way, and his loyalty is unmatched.
You had a great final series, mate. You knew your role and you did it well. Well done.
Cheers, thank you.
Well, Jared, you've been around a long time at this footy club. Stuck out on that wing, but it was nice to get a snag in the grand final and then cap it off.
Yeah, it was special, and it's amazing, like the free kick last year, and that was always going to live with me. But now to have a positive moment in the grand final is so special, and I'll look back on that with my family from years to come, and it's just so special.
How much did you reflect on last year to get knocked off by under a kick against Collingwood, and then to get the chance again, and then to do it so well? How much did you fall back on that?
Yeah, a little bit. In that game they had more scoring shots, and we probably didn't deserve to be as close as we were. But in saying that, we were right in the position to win it, and to lose it by 4 points, and to have the moment that I did, it was a real driving factor for me throughout the off season to get myself better, to improve as a player, and it was just so lucky that we got back to this position in the year, and I was able to execute in a big moment, and I guess clear the demons that I had.
You were 2-5 after round 7. You were sitting 13th on the ladder. You virtually had to play an elimination final for a while just to get back into the comp.
Yeah, we did, and I reckon we played with expectation on our shoulders, and that's what made us lose a few of those games, those tight ones, and I guess it's one of those things. You look at our team now, and we've got so many players that have done it the tough way, and not necessarily in that side of the Collingwood loss, but when those young guys come in, Morris, Lohman, and they come in when we were struggling, they really brought an energy and a competitiveness that we were lacking, and it's awesome just to see those guys perform on the big stage, and we finally got a dangly around our neck.
I know it's just finished, but I look over there at Lee Matthews, Jonathan Brown's in the joint. They win 3 in a row. You're in a grand final last year, you've won one now. Surely you look to next year expecting high hopes.
Yeah, it probably won't be for maybe a few weeks, but we'll certainly enjoy this one, and with the list and the talent that we've got, I think we're always going to be dangerous, and it would really be special if we could, you know, top this one off and prove that it wasn't a fluke and, you know, win another one.
Not a fluke, mate. You smashed them. 10 goals. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well, Joshy boy, I tell you what, you've got now your second one hanging around your neck. A lot of people don't even play a final in 10 years, and you're lucky to be a dual premiership player. How's it feel?
No, it's incredible. I mean, I never started my career and thought that I'd be a dual premiership player, and you know, 9 years in to be in this position, I'm just grateful for the opportunity that I've been given, not only here but at the Western Bulldogs as well, and yeah, very grateful.
Hey, the lead-in, cast your mind back last year, but then the prelim was one of the best games of footy we've ever seen. To get over Geelong and then give yourself a chance, massive win for you.
Yeah, that was a big win. Even the Giants game as well was a big win. I just thought, you know, throughout the whole final series, we just built momentum, and that was on show today. So incredible from our group to just do everything. You know, we talked about owning the moments, and last year after the grand final, we talked about, you know, during the week, we came in on Monday and talked about our moments individually that we didn't do well and wrote them down. We got that sheet out a couple of weeks ago and looked at it, and I reckon that held us in good stead today.
Bragging moment. What was your moment?
Bragging moment?
Yeah, your bragging moment. What was your moment today?
Today?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few moments out there, but I thought, you know, holding the ball that I got in that third or fourth quarter, there was another moment that happened in the second quarter that was pretty good, but all I want to do is do everything for the team, and that's what I felt like all 23 of us did today.
Everyone thought it was going to be tight, a heart stopper. It was done at half time. You've won by 10 goals. Massive blowout, but as a player, it's actually a nice feeling, isn't it?
Oh, it is a nice feeling when you don't have to be stressing right until the end, but yeah, it was probably not until I just kept saying to the boys, like, make sure that we stay in the moment. We're not done. We want to finish off this game because, you know, everyone wrote us off, and I mean that's a thing that you keep in the back of your mind. So to show everyone what we're capable of is what we wanted to do today, and yeah, into the future as well.
Your start to the season, one last one. Start to the season was poor. So did you take it on yourself, knowing you've been in the caper for a while, to make sure that the group was together, the leadership group? I know you got dual captains, but did you take it on yourself to do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. That was something that, you know, I talked about it before on one of the other interviews that I had done. We came in as a leadership group at the bye, and we just lost to Hawthorn. Things weren't really going our way, but Fags stood up in front of us as leaders and showed us all these numbers, like stats, and he's a big stats man. But it was, if we weren't better than last year, we were exactly the same. So little things like that, I think, helped the group believe that we could do it, and from there, I think it was just all that momentum, and we built the trust in each other that we'd get the job done.
Tricky one. Joe Daniher, does he go on? He's come out in public to say that he's thinking about things. Yeah. Do you know much about that?
Well, I don't know much about it. I mean, Joey's such an incredible person and player to have a part of our footy club. Whatever he chooses to do, we'll support him. But I'm just grateful that that he's now a premiership player and he can enjoy the rest of his whether it's his career or you know, outside of footy as well.
You got some fans. What about his game? How was that?
Oh, unbelievable, mate. I said to him a couple of days ago that I reckon you'll win by 6+ goals. He didn't believe me. He was, you know, nah, hopefully we get the job done. Let's be honest, game was over midway through the third. So freaking pumped, so proud of him. He does all the shit that goes unnoticed. 12 tackles, whatever it was unbelievable yet again.
He had a fair year as well.
He did. He's a superstar, this bloke. I love him a lot. He's my best mate, and you know, we just cherish every moment that we had together at the Doggies, but now, you know, being apart. But to have him here today means a lot to me, and yeah, I'm sure there'll be plenty more moments in the future. This
is what footy's all about. Dogs, lions, doesn't matter. As long as you're mates and you go to war, and you do go to war, it's good stuff, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to talk, because I reckon I've been to more finals games watching him than I've played the last couple of years at the Bulldogs. So fingers crossed next year it's the reverse and we're going all the way through the granny and he's there. But you are right. It's, you know, at the end of the day, he's my best mate. I'm so proud of him. I celebrate him like he's my own brother. So very proud of him.
Isn't it amazing when you have a few beers, these stories just get bigger and bigger?
He's obviously been on the beers all day, so he's talking a bit of shit right now, which is good.
And we got Brooke here too, so we may as well
Brookie!
Hey, well done, boys.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Hey, Connor, just a couple of questions, mate. The Irish flag hanging around your neck. Just to do this and then have that medal, don't hide that. Pretty special day.
Yeah, unbelievable. Like, very proud of where I'm from and my family and my club Tyrone and Anglers, which is where I come from, and very proud of where we're from.
Hey, you're sitting on the bench as a sub. At any stage, did you go and tap Fags on the shoulder and say, oh, how about it?
Yeah, it's a bit different. When you're losing, you actually come on quicker, but when you're winning, then you sort of just sit there and wait. So, yeah, grateful to get on, but I sort of knew coming on, then the game was over, so just go out and enjoy it and maybe kick a goal.
And you did, and you ran straight on under the Shane Warne stand. You got your first possession. I saw you sprint over there saying, give me the Sharon.
Yeah, give me the ball. I waited long enough, just won the touch in grand final day, so a bit different than last year. Obviously, to go down by 4 points, so just unbelievable.
It would have been comfortable for a sub. I know you don't like being a sub, but you are part of the mix. To sit there and know that they were comfortably doing it.
Yeah, it's obviously a bit different. Last couple of weeks when we're losing, I come on, have to make an impact, and I thought I did that. But today I started just going to sit there. It's obviously hard to sit there and watch while they're winning so easily. But knowing coming on, the game's over. Yeah, it's pretty special.
And the Irish beer, like you're drinking standard stuff. You're going to have
a few Guinness sent over, hopefully from Ireland. But I'm going back next week, so I'll get a few Guinness now.
And I know we're on radio, but we are on camera as well. Can you give us a jig? Do you know how to do the Irish jig? Come on.
Can I do the jig? I'm not a jig man. I'll do my dancing later.
Do the jig.
The dancing will happen later for me. Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you.
I love the father and son rule. Yeah, I know you do. But I tell you what, proud parents today, especially with the Norm Smith medal and Will.
Absolutely. To think what he's been through over the last 6 to 12 months, to actually get back to play at the level has been really an incredible thing. But to come back and play the way he did through the finals and then get into a grand final and then win it, and then a Norm Smith. So we couldn't be happier and proud of him.
A lot of us have done ACLs. They're hard to get back, but that's a lot of work, not only by the individual, but the club and the whole effort.
Absolutely, but he's a very driven young man, and I think when he's been involved in footy clubs his whole life, he's been around it, so he knows what it's like.
He's the man of the moment.
Yep, so he's done really well, and all we can do is just tip your hat and say, well done, unbelievable effort.
Can you believe the effort? Can you believe that thing hanging around your neck with the Norm Smith and the Premiership medallion?
Not really, to be honest. Like where we were last year and where I was individually, all I want to do is get back running and then playing footy, and now actually to play in big finals and big grand finals and win them. It's an incredible feeling.
Becky, he's big and strong now. Like, what was he like as a little kid?
Actually, he's had to work pretty hard at the body, and unlike his brother, who only has to look at a weight, and he puts on muscle. So Will's actually done a lot of hard work to get to where he's at now, and we couldn't be prouder.
Being the brother, how proud are you?
Oh, so proud. He did so well, and the boys were just unbelievable at him. So yeah, just ecstatic.
The mids had to get it done, and obviously you got a dual Brownlow medalist in there and a few others on the skirts, but everything unfolded for you. What a grand final. It wasn't too hectic after half time, so it was quite nice.
We did the second half, we just came out thinking the first 5 minutes, first 10 minutes, keep playing our way, keep trying to score. And it should, continue on that trajectory. So we just, stuck at our guns and kept playing our trademark football, and we just kept building on that and stuck true to that.
I tell you what, you can run around sometimes and not touch the Sharon, and all the effort you can put in, but it seemed to unravel for you. Everyone was playing their role.
Absolutely, yeah. I reckon that game, just the most selfless trademark game I've ever been a part of at this club, and I reckon a lot of guys would say that. Like, just unbelievable first gives, knock-ons, just giving to the free guy, and that's just our team first footy that we've been preaching all year, into playing to the best level I think we can on the biggest stage. It's a credit to the coaches and the team first mindset that everyone in the group has.
I hardly spoke to my old man pre-game, but how were you? Did he have a few words for you? And how did you handle the situation? Are you a nervous type or not?
Nah, not nervous. I've a lot of self-belief and confidence in my ability, so I just go out there and try and do my thing. But yeah, Dad just talks about the composure element of big finals. Like, there's so much pressure, there's a tendency to just get on the boot. But I think, playing a composed brand and utilising your teammates and
moving the ball forward that way is the best way to do it. At times you have to surge, but I think if we play like that majority of the time, which we're able to do, we can kick a big score and defend the ground well. So, glad we were able to do that.
They played in the grand final last year and they win it now. Did it take you back? Did it take you back to the 3 that you played in?
A little bit. So long ago, I can't really remember. You get so caught up in your kids coming through, but it reminded me a little bit of the 201 grand final. It was a nice warm day, and we didn't know what we were doing. We just went along and had a crack, and we got it done. But the way these guys started today, you knew by half-time they were going to win it, so it was very different to back then.
Are you a watcher, or how did you handle the day watching the boy go around?
He knows what he's doing. I'm a little bit anxious, like every parent. You can't control it. You just got to sit back and hope for the best. So we're just proud, and the longer the game went on, you sit there and really enjoy it.
Isn't it fantastic to be able to lose one, but then get the opportunity to have another crack at it and tick the box?
Yeah, I think that's just a credit to the whole squad and the whole club, really. Like, to come back here and just play finals again, and we've been like the club's been at the top or near the top for 6 years now. So to have that resilience and keep turning up every year, and now to get a second chance at the grand final and win it, it's just a testament to the resilience and the determination of the whole squad. And yeah, it takes a whole squad to win a premiership. So appreciative of all the 40 guys or 44 guys that we have, and it's unbelievable.
I tell you what, as a young kid to get a Norm Smith and handle yourself on the G in front of 100,000 people, well done to you. You started to work the caper out real early. It takes a lot of us to 10 years to do that, so well done.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.